Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone. Follow my business pages, follow Brishari. Y'all already know that's where I sell my bags, and we about to drop some merch. Yeah, I'm mad because all the colors didn't come in, so I'm only about to do that one color. So bear with me. We're gonna have more on the way. But yeah, that's dropping on November the 18th. So go ahead and follow Brishari. And y'all already see the hair. Follow my hair page, Syleire, because we did drop y'all. And in here right now, this is cut in layers, but this is a 220s and an 18. It's really long for the 220s and the 18, and this was bleached. I bleached it to match my hair, of course. But y'all, I was gonna post on my birthday, but y'all, I had a hectic week. But we back in action. I'm done with all the birthday get ready stuff like that. I'm done with all the everything that I was doing. Like, I'm still doing my, because y'all know I moved like a month ago. Well, it's about to be 2 months now. I'm still doing that, but I got more time to record and be more consistent for y'all. So that's basically what I'm saying. So let's get into this story. I'm gonna do my top comers of the week, because y'all already know I like to go through and shout y'all out for going ahead and showing me so much love. And thank you for all the birthday wishes, y'all. Your girl is 31 now. I love you guys so much. Y'all did exactly what I wanted y'all to do for my birthday, which was run my views up, and I love y'all for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the top commenters. So we got, where was it just at? Okay, so we got Joyce Ambition, Reagan Swan, Sanja, Pear Bear 017, and Lil Sushi 00. Thank you guys Thank you guys so much for being my top commenters of the week. I love you guys so much, and let's get straight into this video. Y'all, so this story is another one about Enemy, and it's really like what he used to have me going through. It really was just like, what's next? Okay, so one day I'm at home and I'm chilling, y'all. At this point, me and Enemy was on good terms, like really good terms. This is when I kind of just found out that he was on that booger sugar, but he told me he had it under control. He didn't do it like that, only when he's mad, and he wasn't gonna do it no more. All this other stuff, right? So when I found out he was on that, I used to really be just doing research, trying to figure out how to get your man off. And not off like I needed help trying to get him off, but like help getting him off of the stuff, you know, because I ain't never needed help in that department. But anyway, so yeah, I was always trying to look that up, and I always wanted to be around him because I felt like he wasn't comfortable doing it around me at that point. So I felt like if I'm around, he's not gonna, you know, go to the moon. So I was just like, I always wanted to be around him. So at this day, I wasn't at his house, but we're gonna get to his house. But anyway, this day I wasn't at his house at this moment. So he ended up, I'm stressing out because I'm wondering, like, he posted on Instagram, he doing all of this, why he ain't called me, well, tell me to come over. So he ended up calling me eventually and was just like, I forgot, I had posted like a sub on Instagram. I think I posted like, who trying to go out tonight or something like that. I just knew that it would make him tell me to come to his house, because he really didn't want me outside for real, because he knew a bad bitch when he seen one. Anyway, so I posted something and he ended up hitting me up like, hey, come pull up or whatever, like, I miss you. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I ended up going to his house or whatever, right? Once I pulled up, he comes straight outside to the car, and he was like, take him by the smoke shop. Like, he needed to get some more woods, you know, backwoods or whatever. I could say that. He wanted to get some more backwoods so he could roll up. So I'm like, okay, cool. So on the way there, he was like, stop at this one house. Right when we was passing by, at first, he was just looking, and then he was like, you know what, go back, stop right there, go right there. So I'm like, okay, who house is that? That was, and he was just like, oh, that's my homeboy house, right? So I'm like, okay, like, I didn't even know he had a friend that lived that close to him. So we gonna get his boy name. Let's just name him Isaac. So he ended up telling him like, hey bro, come outside, whatever. Like, first he trying to call the boy not answering the phone, right? He was like, damn, why he not answering? He texting him, the boy's not responding. Then he was like, oh, he finna hit me right back, because he seen the blue dots, because, you know, he got an iPhone. Boy just stopped texting, he not responding. He trying to call him, the boy not answering. So he like, you know what, I'm about to go ring the doorbell. So he get out the car and he just banged on the door. He like, Isaac, come outside, nigga. What you doing? What you on today? It's me, Enemy. Come outside. So I'm just looking like, he seemed annoying as fuck. So anyway, he banged on the door. Eventually, a lady answered the door, and she was just like, oh, hi, like, how are you doing, Isaac? Like, saying something. It's like she was basically trying to get him to leave. Why Enemy brush past her and go in the house? So I'm like, oh, this nigga's rude, because why I would have said, hey, stop short stuff. You ain't getting in this crib. Anyway, he wasn't that short. He was taller than me, though. Anyway, so he ended up going in the house. He up in there for about like a good 10-15 minutes or whatever. The next you know, he ended up coming outside with this boy. So I see the boy, I said, oh, who that? Mind you, oops, I was about to say his name. Mind you, Enemy had a few good looking friends. Not like that, like not like I was looking at his friends, because I was not looking at his friends. I know y'all probably think like, oh, you just said chill. So anyway, his friend ended up coming outside. I ain't never seen this boy before. He don't look like he be on that booger sugar. He looked like he a well put together, groomed young man, and he would not be hanging out with Enemy. Well, Enemy looked well groomed too until I found out what he really was on. He was a real Instagram flexer. So anyway, the boy come outside and he gave him the car. And he was just like, oh, Symone, this Isaac, this Symone. So I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, whatever. So he like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Mind you, he's talking, but he had a thick accent. So I was like, oh, where are you from? Why he turned that shit off and said, what you mean where I'm from? Like, what hood I'm from? And Enemy was like, oh, yeah, you know her cousin is such and such from Hundreds. So I'm like, I ain't trying to bang on you. Like, I'm not trying to bang on you. I was just acting. He like, oh, that's your cousin? Yeah, that's my nigga. I fuck with him. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, oh, no. Like, I wasn't acting. I was saying because you just had an accent when you first started talking. Mind you, he had like a Nigerian accent. So he just like, oh, no. Like, my neighbor is Nigerian. I don't know why. Like, I just got an accent. It just comes and goes. Like, I can't control it. Y'all, at this point, it got quiet. And I said, Enemy, so you want me to go to the store? Because what the did you just say to me? So anyway, we end up driving. We end up going to the store and they got out the car. Enemy telling me like he wanted me to get out the car for some odd ass reason. And I'm like, okay, cool. I never usually get out, but whatever. And I was parked in red, so I was already kind of irritated because a lot of my tickets came from by that house. So I get out the car and I'm like looking for stuff too. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and give me some snacks and stuff like that because it looked like it's going to be a long night. I'm going to be at Enemy house. And sometimes they would cook enough food, but I was just so considerate. Like, I feel like y'all don't need to cook enough for me. Like, I'll eat some food. I shouldn't even be here for real. Honestly, it wasn't enough space for me to be there anyway. So anyway, so I'm looking for snacks or whatever in the store, and they on the other side of the store, they in the front, whatever, cause I told you they was getting backwoods and I'm like in the back part. So I'm looking for stuff or whatever, and this boy come up to me and he was just like, excuse me, like, can I get by? Like, can he get past me? Mind you, I'm not in his way. I'm literally standing back because I was looking through the glass to see like which drink I'm gonna get, and I didn't want to just be holding it open because you know the door and the fog and it get cold. Yeah, I didn't want to do all that. So I'm standing back. So he's like, excuse me, can I get by? So I'm like, oh, you good? And he walked by. So he looking at me, and the next thing you know, he was like, what you finna get? Because I don't even know what I'm about to get. So I'm like, probably a Snapple. At this point, I'm like, let me just grab what I'm used to. Because I didn't want to make too much conversation. I already knew Enemy was somewhere. So he like, okay, what's your name? Like, what you from over here? Like, I ain't never seen you over here. I be at this liquor store all the time. So next thing you know, I hear Enemy like, Symone, who the f you talking to? So I was like, nobody. So he was like, who is that? That's your nigga or something? Like, who that? So I'm like, And I'm grabbing my stuff. Mind you, I'm trying to grab my stuff and walk away. So I hear Enemy walking back there. So he like, who the f you talking to? Like, who is this? Like, what's up with you? Like, who you got? Like, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just like, oh my God, Enemy is cool. Like, he just was asking me about some drinks or snacks or whatever. He like, nah, I heard this nigga ask you what's your name. So the boy was like, Ninja, but he didn't call him a ninja because that would have been crazy as hell. So he like, Ninja, I'm such and such from such and such hood. Fuck blah, blah, blahs. He said, F the hood that they was in. Mind you, Enemy's not from this hood that we at this store in. So he's like, fuck blah blah blah. So he was like, nigga, fuck da 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 da. So he like, I'm from such and such. So they going back and forth like this in the hoods or whatever like that. And so he was like, I'm from such and such. So the boys like, oh, okay, you lucky, like with your homeboys or whatever. But yeah, ain't nobody on that, ain't nobody trying to talk to your bitch, da 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 da. You good? You good? So he was like, yeah, Symone, get your ass up over here. That's what Enemy said to me, like, get your ass up over here and da 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 da. Like, come on, let's go. So I'm just like, oh my God, like it's embarrassing. I just walked away to go to the front because I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Like, this is already annoying. This is why I didn't want to come to the store. Well, it's not why, but yeah. So anyway, we go to the front. I leave my stuff at the front. I was like, I'm about to go to the car. So as I'm leaving out to go to the car, why the boy gonna say, bye, Symone? I ain't say nothing. I just kept it lit. I looked back and I just kept it lit. Went to the car, right? So I'm in the car. I'm sitting there for a cool minute. I'm like, damn, Enemy probably in there fighting some more shit. I really don't even know. But I didn't want to be in the mix of that because the store we went to, I don't know why Enemy kept going there. And honestly, Enemy was the person because one of his friends would be in the car with us, and his friend did not want to go to that store because his friend dad had got unalived at that store and his brother. So he did not like that store. And for some odd ass reason, every time we'd be in the car, Enemy would be like, pull up to the store, that one right there. When he'd be in the car, he'd be like, pull up to that store. He'd be like, you wanna know what's crazy, Symone? You know such and such. And I'd be like, that's weird. You knew that shit was a trigger for that boy, and you always wanted to go to that store. And I don't know why he always wanted to go to that store. Like, it was just freaking weird, honestly. It was very weird. So anyway, so he ended up coming outside to the car, him and the boy Isaac, and I'm just like, I'm about to pull off, like skirt off real quick, because I'm like, I don't know, a boy on if he start popping out the car or whatever. So I was all like, what took you so long? He was like, nah, I had to talk to him, like that nigga got fucked up. And he was like, why he say bye to you? So I'm like, I don't know him. He was like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I don't know him. So he was like, okay, like, you know, I'm just making sure. He's like, I don't know, that's weird, like, niggas be weird as fuck, but if I start fucking these bitches, they gonna be mad. So I said, if you start doing what? And he's like, not like that, not like that. Like, if I wasn't with you, if I was fucking bitches, they would be mad at me. But they want my bitch. And I was like, anyway, where we finna go? Because, you know, like, let's just dead this conversation, because I don't want to be getting into it with you in front of your friend. Because, ho, you just said some weird ass shit. For real. I know you mad at him, but keep that shit over there. So anyway, we end up pulling back to Enemy house, right? They smoked in the car, hot box, whatever, and then the boy was like, he finna go. He ended up leaving. He like, all right, bye. He put his accent. Y'all, when I'm telling y'all, the way he would talk in an accent and then turn the shit off, I'm like, this strange. So anyway, he ended up leaving, right? So me and Enemy, we in the car and we just talking, we playing music and stuff like that. And next thing you know, he was like, let's fuck. So I was just like, okay, sure. So he was just like, all right. I'm like, so where are we finna go? Like, where we finna do this at? Because y'all, at this point, his auntie had a house full of people, and mind you, Enemy didn't have no room there. So yeah, so it was nowhere that we was gonna be able to go. It's not like we could go in the house and go in there and just get it in, like, you know, even if we went in the bathroom, like, it just wouldn't have worked out. So I'm like, where we finna go? Like, what you trying to do? Cause, you know, like, where we finna do this at? So he was like, we ain't gotta go nowhere, just stay your car right here. Y'all, tell me why. I don't know why when I'm in relationships, I'm not a pick me, but I'm just kind of for everything, for real. Unless we commit a crime, I'm not for that. But yeah, so I be kind of just for anything when I'm in love. I don't know why. So anyway, he was like, I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, we're parked right in front of their house. So we just get to the back seat and started doing the damn thing, right? We cracked the window a little bit because it was a little hot up in there and I couldn't leave the AC on because I ain't got gas like that. So we in the car, we just doing our thing, right? Doing the thing. Next thing you know, I hear a knock at the window. So I jump. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know, like, oh my God, like, I'm scared. Like, what the, like, who is that? So why is his homeboy? He like, hey, Enemy, did I leave my wallet in the car? Did I leave my wallet up in there? So Enemy was like, oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, it's right here. Hold on, I'm gonna give it to you. So he like, nah, y'all finish first. Y'all finish first. And then you get it to me, like, I'm gonna just be standing out right here. But y'all finish y'all thing. Like, don't rush because of me. Y'all, at this point, I'm turned off. I don't even want to finish. Because mind you, he literally stood back and he over there rolling up and he's not that far from the car. He's literally, this the car, this him on the sidewalk. Just standing there, rolling up, looking around. So I said, nah, we done now. Like, it's finished. Put your clothes back on. So he like, nah, come on, let's keep going. I'm like, mind you, it's not broad daylight right now. It's kind of, the sun was going down. It's the evening. But this still was already awkward. His street wasn't like active with like a lot of people on it. It'll be like people in and out, but it wasn't like kids or nothing on the street. Of course not. I wouldn't have done no shit like that. If anything, his street would be full with hood ninjas, gang banging and shooting dice and drinking and stuff like that. That's it. And I know you're probably thinking like, so you could confront them random gangbangers, but you can't confront his friend. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So anyway, so we end up stopping and we get out. Like, he get out the car, I'm sitting in the car. I'm kind of just embarrassed at this point, like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. So I hear his friend talking and he was just like, y'all didn't have to stop. Like, why y'all stop? Y'all could have just kept going. I'm good right here, bro. I'm just about to hit this blunt. So the boy I'm just about to, you know, hit the tree or whatever. So Enemy like, no, I wanted to hit it too. That's why I stopped for he was like, we could just, you know, me and her, we could go back anytime. Like, that's my bitch. We could do this anytime. And I'm so annoyed. Like, I'm telling y'all, at this point, I'm so fucking embarrassed, right? So anyway, they sit in the car. So anyway, they standing outside, they talking, I'm just in the car. At this point, I call my sister and I'm just like telling her everything. Like, girl, I'm so fucking embarrassed. Why we was getting in the car and his homeboy gonna knock on the window talking about y'all keep going. It's just weird. So anyway, I'm sitting outside, right? Next thing you know, I hear Enemy yelling. So I'm like, hold on, let me listen to this. I roll the window down a little bit more. He yelling, I just hear him like on the phone with somebody like, nah, such and such, da-da-da-da-da, like getting into it with somebody. So I'm like, who he getting into it with? Like, me thinking off top, like, this better not be no bitch. Cause split, like, who you talking to? So he getting into it with them, he just going off, right? So next thing you know, I'm like, enemy, you good? Like, you good? I'm yelling through the window. So he like this, like 1 minute in me, like, hold on real quick. And he's still just going off like, yeah, cause da-da-da-da-da on her, cause I'll pull up right now. You know, I'll pull up right now. I'm in my whip right now. Who? You in your what? I'm thinking like, enemy, chill out. Stop saying yours. Cause I didn't ever want nobody to think that his car was my car. And then they think they see him. Cause I had tint, like dark ass tint too. So anyway, he like, I'm in my whip right now. This is not our car. This is mine. So anyway, he going and getting into it with them like, yeah, where you finna be at? Okay, da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there. Fuck it, da-da-da-da, right? He ended up getting off the phone and he ended up going inside the house. So his friend ended up coming right there. Mind you, I told you I rolled the window down, come trying to see like what's going on. His friend came to the window, he like rolled it down some more. So I rolled it all the way down. He put his head in the window. He gonna say, oh, it smell like sex here. So I said, what's going on, enemy? Because and I'm like, what's going on, enemy? So he started laughing and he was like, I'm just kidding. I don't even smell nothing in here. I'm just lying to you or whatever. He was like, but yeah, he was like, I don't know. Like, he mad about whoever he was on the phone with. I don't know what's going on. Then why'd you just come over here to tell me nothing? So I was like, okay, I thought you just had some information for me. Who he was on the phone with. So he like, I don't know. I don't know who he was on the phone with. Mind you, every other word is an accent. He talking, I can't do a Nigerian accent, so I ain't even gonna try. But every other word is an accent. And he talking, I'm just like, He's like, yeah. Now it's kind of awkward because I'm in my phone, just like looking at my phone. And I notice he's staring at me. So he was like, so who you think he was talking to? Like, cause he finna go pull up over there with them. And he's like, you see it? Like, I really can't just turn that shit off and on. This should just be happening. That shit crazy, huh? I hope it's not. Is it bothering you? I'm like, no. Cause he's like, you wanted me to comment on that. And I wasn't. So I was like, nah, you good. I'm like, but I don't know. I'm not finna take him nowhere. He's like, I don't know. It seems serious. So enemy come outside and I see him coming outside, you know, tucking a thing. So I'm like, why he got a glizzy? I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm really not taking him wherever he think I'm finna take him. So he was like, all right, Isaac, bro, get in the back. Symone, we got to go to such and such. And I said, why? Like, where are we going and why? He was like, because, like, you know, Ninja's really doing the most. Like, I got to go over there real quick. So, you know, I got to go I'm about to go fight. Like, So I was like, what you got a glizzy for? He's like, just in case something pop off, I'm going to give it to Isaac. I know your scary ass ain't going to do shit. You're damn right. You're damn right. The fuck you mean? You know. I'm happy you know that. So he was just like, and I'm like, basically, because why am I catching a stray? So I'm like, what are you mad at me for? Like, what did I do? He's like, because this shit all because of you. So I'm like, what's because of me? So he was like, the ninja, like, the old boy from the store. Like, you know, so I guess he ended up going back, reporting to his homies, like, oh, he ran into me at the store talking about how I marked him out. I'm like, enemy, you did not. But anyway, so he like, yeah, talking about how I marked him out. So then he talking about this and that and that. And his one homeboy like, oh, that nigga, like, I don't fuck with him. He says, just so happened my homeboy was up over there. You know, he told me like, yeah, such and such that you, when he see you, it's up, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm about to pull up. Like, you know, I'm going to let you see me then. I'm going to let you see me. So I said, why don't you just wait till you see him? Like, what do you need to go see him for now? So enemy like, nah, I'm gonna go see him. Like, I'm gonna see him. Yeah, so come on. Like, come on. Isaac, get in the back. So Isaac getting in the back seat. And he just like, you got a towel I could put down? Because I know what y'all was just doing. He wanted me to laugh and joke with him about me just getting cracked in the back seat so bad. But I'm not gonna do that with you. So I was like, no, you want my sweater or something? He's like, no, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. So then he's sitting in the car and enemy like hop in the car. So I'm like, so where are we going? Who finna be there? What's going on? He like, Symone, just drive. Like, just drive, you good. Like, you know, my homie's gonna be there. People gonna be there. Ain't gonna be nothing. But, you know, I just got my glizzy just in case and try to try me. So I was like, but why? You know, I'm still so confused. So I'm like, so why you got beef with this other boy? Because mind you, he's not about to go fight the boy from the liquor store. He's gonna fight a boy from the liquor store the boy was talking to that he just so happened to know, right? So, well, got beef with. So I'm like, what y'all got beef for? He's like, because niggas always got my name in their mouth. They mad because they bitch, da-da-da-da-da. So I said, enemy, you think I'm finna go take you to go fight somebody over a girl, like over somebody else? Like, you lost your motherfucking mind. Ho, you must be high as fuck right now if you think that. So I'm like, you think that's what I'm gonna go take you to go do? He said, nah, it's not even about that. Like, it happened so long ago. Like, it happened so long ago. He was like, but that's why he don't like me. Like, that's just, you know, the backstory of why he don't like me. He's like, but every time I see him, it's always like some weird shit, da-da-da-da. He was like, and then he tried to like play me out some money one time. He was like, it's just always something. He was like, so I just, you know, you got so much to say, like, let's just handle this now. Like, let's see what's up now. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, who's the girl? Y'all, I need more details. I don't care about nothing else you just said, but who is this bitch? So I'm like, who's the girl? Like, do I know her? Like, y'all still cool or something like that? He was like, that don't even matter. Because he know what I'm trying to do right now. Like, I'm really just trying to fish to see who he talking about. So he was like, that don't even matter for real. He was like, but, and it's crazy because that ain't even no more. Like, he just so mad. He's weird as fuck. You want to know why he's mad for real? You want to know why he's mad behind her? And I said, why? He was like, because it was the birthday and she picked me up and took me out to eat on her birthday. He was like, and that bitch ain't even got it like she thinks she do on Instagram. She be popping out on Instagram. He was like, that bitch had a $1,200 dress on with the tag still on it. And was like, no, don't take it off because I'm going to take this bag. That bitch ain't really living like that. So I'm just thinking like, why is you, what? Like, y'all, at this point I'm confused. So I'm like, who don't be living like that on Instagram? I could care less about what he just said about her. Because, Enemy, you got any type of nerve because, you ain't even got a car. But what I'm really concerned about is who is the girl. So I'm like, who is the girl? At this point on my phone, I'm like, who is the girl? So the boy Isaac was like, yeah, who is she? I'm trying to see who she is too. Like, why y'all doing all this over her? Like, who is it? So he said her Instagram. So this is me. Did you say that was like with 2 E's or did you say with how many exclamation marks? How many underscores is in that name? Like what'd you say? I'm like, is this one her? And he like, yeah, that's her right there. Y'all, so I'm looking at the girl picture. Small motherfucking world. I'm looking at her picture. I said, hold on, she looks so familiar. Oh, that's too much. Okay, that's too much. Okay, so I'm like, she looks so familiar. And I'm looking, I'm gonna tell y'all why she look familiar, but I can't tell exact why because it's kind of too much. So I'm looking like she look familiar. I'm scrolling. I said, I just seen this girl. He's like, where you just see her at? Like, you just seen her at the mall or something, right? He just asked, and that's where Enemy said, but his tone kind of changed. Like, wait, where you just see her at? So I'm like, I just seen her. Basically, somebody that I was close with, that I knew, was messing with her. And I had just seen her at their house. So I'm like, yeah, I just seen her at this person's house. I don't want to say who it is, because, yeah. So they was like, he was like, wait, she messed with such and such? I'm like, yeah, that's him. Like, I just seen her there. I'm like, she literally be over there all the time. Like, that's crazy. It's a small world. So he's like, oh, see, I didn't even know that. So I'm like, why you seem like you upset about that? Like, you know, like, what's going on? I'm like, why you seem like you upset? He's like, no, I'm just saying she just get passed around through everybody and this nigga really still mad about her. Like, I wonder if he mad at him about it. Like, why is he so mad? Like, da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, yeah, mind you, I'm scrolling on the page, still scrolling her page, and I see the person that I know that she was with. So I'm like, oh, look. Yeah, look. I'm like, that's them right there. You know, it's literally on her page. I'm like, that's them right there. That's his house. I know, because I be there. Like, I know this is his house. And he was like, let me see that. How you could tell that's him? So he looking, he like, how you could tell that's him? Because mind you, it was just like her, and then you could see like his arm was around her. I said, because I know that's him. That's how I know that's him, because I be at his house. So he looking at me, he like, so you be at his house, but how did you know that was him? Mind you, again, you could see something in the back. It was like this little picture. So like a cartoon picture or whatever on the wall. So I'm like, you see the picture right there? I'm like, that's his house. I be there. He just was like, okay. All right, just pull up to such and such. Like, tell me where to pull up to. And I'm just like, like, you know, I don't like how his little attitude changed, because now I'm finna really go tell such and such. I'm finna go tell old boy that I know that he need to see what's up, because Enemy felt away when I had mentioned that y'all mess with each other. So yeah, because I am snitching. The fuck? I don't care. So anyway, because I was feeling away now, because no, this is too connected. Like, it's weird. So I'm like, yeah, do you talk to her or something like that? He like, Symone, no, I ain't talked to this girl in so long. Like, what the fuck, I don't talk to her. But I'm just saying, she gets around. Like, this nigga gonna be mad at the whole world. He gonna be mad at the whole LA, because she doing such and such, and she doing such and such, and da-da-da-da-da. So Isaac was like, oh yeah, I was finna too one time, but she wasn't really trying to link with me. So I'm like, y'all is weird. Like, why? I'm like, why y'all hating on her? I'm like, y'all hating. Like, just, you know, just talking shit. So he's like, so just pull up over there, right? I ain't really had no room to talk about people talking to people who knew each other, because for some odd ass reason, whenever I would talk to people, they just so happen to magically know each other, and it's not my fault that y'all all know each other. You know, like, so I'm not judging her shit. She young, she wild, she free, having a time. Anyway, so at this point, he just like, so I'll just pull up over there. they start calling his phone like, bro, where you at? Such and such right here. He not finna be waiting on you. Da 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 da. He like, I'm pulling up right now. Tell them I'm pulling up right now. Ain't nobody scared. Da da da. So he like, Symone, pull up right now. You finna make me look like this scariest nigga. Just go pull up over there. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I drive up over there because he was like, if you don't go, somebody else gonna take me. I didn't want somebody else to take him because I knew he was serious. He would have somebody else take him. And then now that's more beef with another bitch I got, because you think I'm gonna just let this hoe take my man to go fight? Is you wild? Because of the way I'm gonna follow them, and we all finna be fighting up over there. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go. So I ended up driving up over there. I'm kind of scared. I ain't even gonna hold you because I'm like, this is too much. There's a lot going on. So I'm scared. I pull up or whatever, right? So next thing you know, it's a lot of people outside. He like, where's such and such at? They like, bro, he went to the store real quick. He be right back. He has to go pick up something. So he like, what he finna go pick up? He went to go pick up I was gonna say a tool, a glizzy. He like, he went to go pick up a glizzy. Like, what the niggas on? Da da da. So they like, bro, it ain't even gonna be none of that. Like, y'all shouldn't even be out here fighting. That shit is weird as fuck. So one boy was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, boy is not finna fight you. So he was like, he ain't finna fight me. Well, he keeps telling me to pull up for it. They was like, cause he gonna glizzy you down. And I was like, enemy, get in the car. Like, get in the car. It's time for you to get in the car. So he like, no, I want that nigga to glizzy me down. Okay, I want to see this. So at this point, I'm losing my shit. Isaac in the backseat, he just like, Symone, just move the car or something. Because if that nigga start glizzying down, at least we won't get hit. Y'all, so I'm like, enemy, get in the car. I'm like kind of tearing up a little bit. I'm the worst girlfriend to be dating a hood ninja. The way I be ready to cry on cue is like, you don't even, why you even, I'm too emotional for this shit. So anyway, I'm like, enemy, get in the car, let's go. Like, what are you doing? He like, nah, that nigga ain't finna do that in front of all these people, da da da. He ain't finna do shit, like, da 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 da. I really wanna end this once and for all. Like, I'm really tired of ninjas and all this other stuff like that. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna be waiting on him. So we sitting out there, we kind of just waiting, like, you know, waiting for him to come back because he went to go get whatever it is he went to go get, right? So we sitting in the car, and next thing you know, a car start pulling up. My heart is beating fast. Boom, 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 right? I'm like, wait, who is this? Like, because he said the boy name, but he said, okay, you know, when you, I don't know if it's like this in a lot of different hoods, but people hood names, it'd be multiple ways you could say they hood name. Like, say if somebody name, like say for instance, if somebody name is Infant Johnny, you could call them J5. Or they could call them Johnny 5 or something like that. Like, it'd be a different way. Or they call him Infant or Johnny. Like, I don't know. You know, like, some hoods, some be having multiple ways they could say their name. So, let's just say the nickname was Infant Johnny. And he called him Infant Johnny. Like, you know? So, when they end up pulling up, he hop out the car. And he like, the boy, like, what's up? Like, doing hands to everybody else. And enemy right here talking to somebody like, you know, just waiting, like, yeah, like just waiting on him. But he talking to somebody, but just still peeping the scene. So next thing you know, somebody get out the driver's seat. I'm like, oh wait, who getting out? I mean, the passenger side. I'm like, who getting out the passenger side? And then somebody got out the back seat too. So I'm like, oh my God, he came with people. You know, even though it's people here that mess with enemy, but enemy is not really well messed with for real. Like, people was cool with him, but they was not really cool with that boy like that. Like, that man went MIA, disappeared, and nobody gave a... Some people probably did, but he had more enemies than he did friends. And I feel like a lot of people really played in his face like they was cool with him and they really wasn't. So, yeah, old boy getting out the car and I'm looking, I'm like, wait, he kind of look familiar. I'm like, hold on. I seen him from somewhere before, right? But mind you, I said that enemy called him like Infant Johnny. And so I'm like, I think people be calling him J5. You know, this is not these people real names. It's just random ass shit. So I'm like, oh, when you said a different way, I've never heard nobody call him Infant Johnny. Mind you, I don't know this boy, but I've seen him before. So I'm looking, I'm like, wait, I've seen him before. So then next thing you know, guess who hop out the motherfucking whip? A girl hop out the car, right? But this is so crazy how things... Oh, wait, I don't even know if I should tell y'all right now. Or if I should wait. I could tell y'all. Because y'all know, I'd be like, I'm going to wait to tell y'all. Then next, you know, I don't tell the next story until a year later. I'll be forgetting. It'd be like, girl, what was you supposed to tell us? So anyway, so a girl hop out the car and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, okay, I have seen her on Instagram before. And I seen her with the boy J5, Infant Johnny, whatever. So they get out the car. I'm like, okay, they got a baby together. That's where I've seen them on Instagram, just like on the Explore page. So I'm like, okay, whatever, like that. I don't really know the girl. I just be seeing her sometimes because we got mutuals, right? So they get out the car or whatever, and he like, all right, so the boy come over there. The boy, he never came to Enemy at this point. He just there. So I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? So the next thing you know, they was finna, the boy was like, yeah, cause da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, Enemy put his glizzy in the car. So the boy like, yeah, cause I really just right now, like da-da-da-da. They getting into it or whatever. Well, they not getting into it. The boy talking to somebody else. So the boy was like, yeah, y'all not finna do this right here. Da-da-da-da-da, all this other stuff like that. So the boy, J5, Infant Johnny, whatever, he's like, oh, I'ma have my homeboy. He's like, I'm not even finna fight this nigga. I'ma have my homeboy do it. And he kept calling Enemy all type of crackheads. Like, he's like, I'm not finna fight this smoker ass nigga. I'ma have my homeboy fight him. So why the homeboy is the boy from the liquor store? And he like, what's up? So him and Enemy like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll fight you. Like, anybody can fight. So the boy was like, yeah, nah, let my little homies handle that shit. Like, I ain't even gotta do shit. I already know he gonna whoop your ass, da-da-da-da. So Enemy like, all right, come on. Mind you, Isaac's still just in the car. Bro, what was your reason for coming? To be a jokester? To be the clown of the car? So I'm just stressed. I'm like, oh no, Enemy, please. Enemy would hang in there, but he would come back with a black eye, you know? But he hung in there. He did his thing. And he was like, Symone, tell them that I won. Tell them that I did this. He just was like, I just bruise easily. He would hang in there though. So anyway, so him and the boy like, all right, come on. Like, you know, he ready to fight like a little fucking puppy. Not Enemy, but the other boy. Because why if your homeboy tell you to jump, you finna jump? So next thing you know, the boy just like, they not fighting, but they just kind of not in each other's face like too much, but they like right there and people talking. So next thing you know, I'm like, Isaac, let's get out the car. Like, you know, let's just get out, even though they like right here by the car. So I get out the car and I'm just right there by the hood. So why the boy from the liquor store gonna tell Enemy, oh, I seen you bring your bitch with you? And he was all like, hi, he couldn't even finish the hi, sir. Enemy just boom, socked him. I said, he's fighting for my love. Y'all, it was not even about me. But anyway, so Enemy just socked him. Now they fighting like, swoop, whoop, whoop, whoop. They just like fighting. So at this point, I'm just nervous. I'm like, oh my God. Because y'all, why the boy, Infant Johnny or whatever the fuck, why he over there gripping his pants? Nigga, what's your problem? What is your problem? So he looking and they just fighting. So when Enemy, they was kind of like both in there. But then once Enemy start getting the best of old boy, that's when old boy gonna whip out. Not his thing, not his penis. He didn't whip out like he trying to fuck somebody. He wasn't trying to get no. I was gonna say he wasn't trying to get no dick. Whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, he didn't whip out like that. He whipped out the glizzy, right? He whipped out the glizzy and I'm just standing there like, why did he do that? He like, hey. He put it in the sky. They said, bro, don't do no weird shit like that. Like if he was finna go bust in the sky. Cause what would be the reason? For one, we like, police is everywhere. We're in a hood. They not too far. Why would you do that? Like, be fucking for real, bitch. Be for real. So anyway, he put it up and he was like, hey. So they breaking it up. They just trying to tell boy like, put your shit away, stupid ass nigga. So he like, all right, enough. That's it. So he was like, yeah, you lucky, da-da-da-da-da. So Enemy was like, what's up, girl? You trying to fight too? Da-da-da-da-da. They just getting into it. Mind you, the girl, she just standing there like, she's standing there, I'm standing there, like, but we not by each other. She just standing. And I'm just kind of like looking over. I don't know why I kept looking over at her. You know when you see somebody from Instagram that you ain't, like you always see them on Instagram, you never see them in person. When you see them in person, it'd be kind of weird. Like, wow, you a real person? Anyway, so I kind of kept looking over at her, like looking. And then, I don't know, like they just was like getting into it at this point. So they was just like, hey, get from around here. Because the boy, he doing the most. Like, oh boy, the Infant Johnny, whatever, he doing the most. So finally, she was just like, come on, like, let's go. So he was like, who the fuck you talking to? Mind you, he started turning up on her. He like, who the fuck you talking to? She like, come on, you doing too much. Like, let's leave. He was like, who doing too much? I ain't doing shit, bitch. Da, 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 da. Why you getting into it with her? Mind you. So she was just like, all right, come on, let's go. So she trying to walk off. He grabbed her by her arm. So she like pulled away from him. Why he pull her, she stumbles, damn near fell. He gonna say, don't you ever pull away from me. And then when she got up, he slapped her. So I said, oh no, it's time to get the fuck away from this nigga. It's cause he got issues. My thing is, this is what was my thing with him. How you sit here and you didn't want to fight Enemy, but you could fight her. So at this point, my Enemy, come on. He like, yeah, listen to your bitch, girl. Da. So Enemy like, man, he just irritated. Cause I'm thinking like, you ain't finna play in my face like that. Cause you already know I had my cousin come whoop your ass. It used to be funny cause every time me and Enemy would like, I never used to be the type to like put my cousin on people, but I knew Enemy was afraid of him. So like, it'll be just funny because I'd be like, yeah, you know, cause I had my cousin come pinch your ass. And he'd be like, just on mute, like, y'all, it would just be so funny. But yeah, but anyway, so Enemy, I'm standing there, I'm like, come on, I'm finna go. Like, I'm ready for pull off right here. They like, yeah, y'all making it hot, y'all gotta go, like, get from around here or whatever. So they end up pulling off, right? We hop in the car. Enemy like, man, da. Let me see. He looking at his face, and I'm like, you good? You probably gonna bruise for sure. I'm like, but you good? Like, that nigga can't fight for real. He like, yeah, I already know that. He was like, and that nigga, and Johnny can't fight neither. That's why he put his homeboy on me. He knew I would have got both of them. And Isaac was like, yeah, bro, if they would have tried anything where I would have jumped in, you already know. Isaac, you would have did what? I'm just thinking like, Isaac, if anything, well, I wouldn't have jumped in. But I would have probably, like, I was gonna say ring the alarm. I don't know, play police sirens for my phone on YouTube and made it seem like the police was coming. Something. I would have done something before Isaac did. I'm just letting y'all know that. It wouldn't have been me jumping in though. I ain't gonna get no man fight. Because y'all, for some odd reason, every time a woman jump in a fight with a man, the man get intimidated and shoot the woman. It never fails. Y'all, it never fails. It be like, damn, you wasn't gonna glizzy him, but you wanna shoot glizzy me. I ain't even do nothing. Like, my hits did not hurt that bad. But it never fails. I be just so confused. So I'm like, no. So anyway, we get in the car. Oh, let me tell y'all, because I know y'all probably like, girl, you didn't still tell us what the f was up with them people. Okay, so let me tell y'all before we end the story, y'all. So the girl that was with Infant Johnny, y'all, later down the motherfucking line, why that turned out to be Enemy baby mama, y'all. That turned out to be Enemy's baby mama. And I know y'all thinking like, what do you mean turn out to be? Yeah, so it turned out to be Enemy baby mama while we were dating at that. But the baby wasn't born when we were dating. So yeah, but that it just was crazy in itself because it was like, what? But no, not her baby with old boy though. I know, it's a long story. So yeah, so anyway, that's why it's crazy because not me and her had beef, y'all. But I did tell y'all about when I had ended up becoming cool with her like a loser bitch later on in life, and she played in my face. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah, that's why it's crazy. And him and the boy end up having way more beef after that, like way more beef. And I'm just thinking like, damn, all y'all beef stem behind a girl. Like that's very concerning to me, but whatever. So anyway, we ended up leaving. We pulled it back up over. At this point, Enemy is so mad. He was like, pull me to such and such. Like, it was this gas station, right? He was like, you want some tacos? I was like, yeah. I already knew. Every time he take me to get them tacos right there, I already knew what was going on. It took me a minute because at first he made it seem like he was buying a treat from there, but then I thought about you would go to the medical shop, so why you come to this random ass alley? Y'all, he was buying booger sugar. And I don't know, he was so mad. So he was like, yeah, pull me right there, because if I run it later, I need to be, yeah, just pull me right there. So at this point, I'm just inside like, oh my God, y'all done fought him and forced him to smoke crack. Like, I'm just stressed, like, I just can't with it. I just can't. Somebody just called you a whole smoker outside, and now you want to say, yeah, I am one, and go get some things and do it. I was pissed. I was so irritated. But one thing I did do, I did give me some tacos and I did eat them. But it's crazy because when Enemy went inside the alley to go get his stuff, he told Isaac to come with him, and Isaac was like, nah. Why Isaac stood there and was standing with me the whole time, like getting the tacos, just kept putting on an accent. He like doing it, like he just kept trying to make me laugh. And it's like, it's not the time, because I know my man is finna go get higher than a fucking kite right now because he's pissed off. And now I'm not even gonna be able to get my do-over because, for one, you ruined our session when you came and knocked on the window. You knew what we was doing. You could have waited till we was done. You need your wallet that bad, one. And then two, now I'm really not gonna be able to give fuck because he finna do some booger sugar and his shit finna be limp. Thanks a lot, Isaac. Thanks a lot. Because honestly, if we would never went and got Isaac, I'm blaming Isaac for the whole day. If we would never went and got Isaac, we would have went to the store before. Enemy would have got what he needed, and he would have never ran into oh boy. Then he would have never fought, got caught a smoker, and felt the need to go get high. That's why it's all Isaac's fault. Everything's, and he wasn't even a good friend to tell him, bro, you don't need to go fight nobody, because honestly, I ain't gonna do shit if they jump, you know what? He wasn't a good friend, and now you trying to flirt with his bitch. And at that point, I didn't think of it as flirting until when later down the line, when me and Enemy wasn't together and oh boy was trying to take me on a date. That's the only reason why I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, girl, I used to always try to make you smile and shit. Your ass never be laughing. And I was like, I mean, because shit ain't funny when you got a crackhead on your hands doing wild shit. Ain't nothing funny. Why would I be laughing? Huh? My man is 2 sniffs away from being on Skid Row. He lucky he had a family who loved him. But he is, and I was gonna say from still and help you look for it, and y'all already know. Y'all already know. So yeah, that happened. He ended up coming back out and we went by the house and he just was on Instagram going up, y'all. I just have to beat this nigga from such and such and such, da 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 da, don't want him with me, da 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 da, all this other stuff like that. Boom, boom, bop, 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 boom. And it's just so crazy to me too, because I know y'all like, okay, with the situation with him and the Johnny boy. And mind you, if I do another story time, that man's name ain't probably gonna be there because it's just random. But with him being the baby daddy, and I know y'all, and it just was funny to me because when he mentioned the other girl saying that that's why he didn't like him behind her, you never mentioned that this nigga's baby mama. You never mentioned that. And that's why it's just crazy to me because you could have mentioned like, yeah, that's why he really mad. The girl that just got out the car. And that could be why she got out the car and why he went and got her. Because he probably like, well, I don't know. Did he know? Did he know? Because they made it seem like it was just a one-time thing. Did he know? Is that why he didn't like him? Because I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, that was just crazy to me because it was like, did you know or whatever? And then he used to try to make it seem like, because when I had said like, oh, I be seeing her on Instagram or something like that, and he was all like, oh, I think she from the Valley. That's all he would be like, yeah, like, oh, I think who? And I'd be like, what's the boy you was fighting, baby mama? He was like, oh, I think she from the Valley or something. You know exactly where she was from because you f***ed her and you didn't tell me, and you could have said it. That could have been a moment where he said, yeah, I f***ed her one night raw, and who knows, her child might be mine. I mean, but he didn't know that. Nothing. Ooh, I'm oversharing. I'm gonna cut that part out because I said too much. I said exactly too much, and then I'll be over here bitching and moaning when people hit me up from Storytimes and I'll be like, oh, you guys get on my nerves for tattletelling, but here go me oversharing. So let me shut the fuck up, okay? So yeah, that was that, and yeah, but it really was just annoying because he's on the internet and then he be always trying to have me defend him. Y'all, I used to be fighting for my life with Enemy. That's why I said when I really used to always say about me and him, I used to be like, he was the baddest, I was the realest, because y'all, one time I put he was the realest, I was the baddest, and somebody correct me like, first of all, that nigga ain't real, that nigga's a motherfucking snitch, da 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 da. So I had to always flip it around. But the way I used to have to be fighting for my life on the internet with people about him, oh, all the time, and it was just annoying because he trying to tell people like, yeah, I won. Nobody had got a video, but he like, yeah, I won such and such, such, such. And he like, Symone, didn't I win? He like, oh, come on that poster, say you seen the fight and I won. So I'm like, I am a witness to this fight, and Enemy most definitely won. Number 1 winner, Enemy. Yeah, like it used to just be irritating. But anyway, that's it for this story, y'all. Before I go, one more thing too. I was trying to think like what the fuck I was supposed to tell y'all. Now I just remembered, y'all. So this is a little kiki, like a little funny moment though. To me, it was funny when I seen it. So y'all, the other day on Instagram, if you follow me, I was posting like my old business that I had before I did YouTube. I think it was like when I first was starting out, nobody would know me. I only had probably like 5 followers on Instagram. I mean on YouTube. Probably had like 100 subscribers on YouTube. So nobody that's here now would have been here then. So anyway, when I used to have this business called Simple 7 and I used to sell skincare or whatever, I was posting like throwback pictures just to show how fire my product was. But anyway, why people was coming and talking about some, oh my God, you really was obsessed with 7. You named your business after him. Y'all, I don't know if y'all was being funny or not, but 7 is a fake name. It is not nowhere near that man's name. It's just a number that I like, and I decided to make it a damn, that's why it was my business, Simple 7, lucky number 7, you know, and I just named him that. But y'all, I did not name no business after that nigga. Please. No correlations, no relations at all. But y'all, that was just funny when I seen that. But thank you guys so much for following me. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I love you guys so much. I'm happy that I finished. I'm about to go take myself on an Applebee's date because I really want a triple dipper. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next one. Peace out.